I was talking to some friends the other day, and they asked me what was the biggest challenge that I had as serving as a military wife. And my top challenge was absolutely, I don't know if homesickness is the right word, but missing family and friends that I'd grown up with and very close to, those really close ties. And as I struggled with a lot of the different things of, having to move often, my husband being deployed, so being like a single parent, not having autonomy with what comes next in our life. The family was not part of the decision-making process, in order to meet the needs of where the military needed him next. So all of those things were in play, and I didn't have any sort of framework of understanding for what I was dealing with and why it seemed so difficult. Even though there's also a wonderful part to serving in the military and as a military spouse of getting to see the world and personal growth and overcoming challenges that you never thought you could handle. But they asked me, what one thing could have really made a difference for you? And it absolutely would have been to have a mentor and a coach, particularly a mentor who had been down the road, who understood some of the challenges, daily challenges that you face, as well as every couple of 3 years changing post and where you're living, having to adjust, sometimes foreign countries, different cultures, different languages, and going into a room of people where you know no one. But the number one thing that would have made a difference would have been to have a senior military spouse who'd been down the road before me and had a better understanding of what you're dealing with. Here's what you can change. Here's what you absolutely cannot change. And here's some strategies and tools that you can use and put in your own backpack and your rucksack that can make a difference for you along the way. A lot of the things that I've written into my book, 7 Steps for Military Wives, I wrote that looking back. Life makes sense when we look back. We live it looking forward, but we make sense of it looking back. And so when I wrote the 7 steps, I took the wheel of life, which is, you can look that up. It's the different facets of our life that are part of our daily world. And how do we find balance between those things? What are our biggest goals? And, what are our non-negotiables as we go forward? And we find ourselves, in a new place with new people, different expectations. And, what are your non-negotiables, things that your core values? All of these things I have examined and identified in later life. And so as a senior mentor now, which I wish I had had when I was a young military spouse, but as a senior mentor today, I have these tools and strategies that I use successfully. And would I do it all again? Absolutely. But I'd love to have had a better understanding of the dynamics going on, the family dynamics, particularly when deployment is involved and they're gone for months or a year at a time, and then they come back, and the integration process that, oh gosh, is so painful because everyone in the family is changed by that experience. So I just wanted to talk to you today about the power of having a really knowledgeable, experienced mentor. And I can be that for you. That's part of why I'm doing my Fireside Chats, is to talk about everyday issues and challenges that we all share, and then to let you know that I've been down the road. I understand what you're going through, and I have the tools and strategies. I've written my book for that reason, that can help you to become all that you can be and to reach your maximum potential early on, not years later like I've done. And so I welcome you. Join me at DorothyGuyBonvillain.com. My fireside chats are there. My blogs are there. You'll find my book and helpful tools that I'm still developing and working on just for you. I'm writing it with you in mind, and I know it's helpful. Take care.